Stopped by police. Hang on.
So guys, I've just come up from the side of the mountain and something really interesting has just happened.
This is 8 hours ago.
I was
of course, he posts so much shit. Listen, if he's stopped by the police, I'm telling you, they've already got their clock on him. I can't tell you this. Listen, I can't tell you this as a fact, but like, imagine the police wanting to keep checking you, and they've been able to check you. Like, what have you done? That's my question. Have you got a criminal record? What have you done that the police want to keep tabs on you? They're not stupid, those Spanish police. They've had him in the back of the police wagon, they've checked him out thoroughly, and they've said, we're driving you down the bottom of the mountain and keeping you away from this. Like, what have you done?
Along the road and a car pulled up beside me, and
like, he might not just be a liability, he might be like a risk. Do you know what I mean?
And a man got out of the car, and I was thinking, what's going on here? They weren't dressed in uniform, but they...
Listen, I'm not saying that he's done anything. I'm worried about the fact the police are profiling him like this. What I mean is, let's be real, right? Let's be real. What if he'd done a sex crime? They wouldn't want him around the search parties, would they? You know, wouldn't want him around the people. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are the police on top of him so much? Like, if he'd done a violent crime, same deal. Can't see him doing a violent crime, but like, I mean, I'm not saying he's done a sex crime, but I'm honestly, I can't say it without, it's weird because I want to be like responsible and not conjuring up nonsense, but at the same time I'm just chit-chatting with you, aren't I? And like, he seems well weird, and everyone's like, oh Scott, everyone you look at, you say they're a paedophile. Yeah, but come on. Why are the police profiling him? Why does he act like a child? Why is he on TikTok acting like a child all the time, guys? And like, why isn't he allowed anywhere near all the other people?
Were very, very official, and they came out very, very polite, and they were like,
well, maybe the other thing, like, I was joking there a lot, but the other thing is maybe they think he's a plant from the media, that, like, you know, Sky News, listen, Sky News are not going to walk up and into the search with their cameras and get in the police's face, are they? Like, they do the responsible journalism thing of staying in a little group of journalists, taking their sound bites and you know, presenting their stuff. They can't get in the mix. But they want to, don't they? So they send some idiot like this in with the phone, and then they get the phone footage. Like with Curtis Media, like, whether you like it or not, that footage was captured. They had something to talk about. They talked about Curtis Media in the media enough, didn't they? So maybe he's going to be like subject to a bit of media investigation. I don't know. It's just like, I think there's so many different weird layers to it. The only thing I really don't credit him with is the brain power to be anything serious. I do think he's just a lone wolf nutter. But maybe that's how they want him to come across, so that he's more slips under the radar. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's certainly not got any skills like someone like Richard D. Hall or anyone. Like, he's just a total idiot.
He's a man of TikTok, and they pulled up some videos, and they were like,
and again,
this
is him lying, isn't it? Or is it? I don't know, because if you are the man off TikTok and the police pull up and there's like some guy in a car, isn't the first thing you do to pull out your phone and start filming? Like, what's up, guys? Hey, guys, it's me. I'm the guy off TikTok, guys. For your own safety, because you don't know who this man is out of the car. And also, like, it's the police are talking to me. We're going to be helping with the search today, guys. So, you know, I'm just going to be talking with the police. You know, don't you get any footage of it whatsoever? You just tell us these dramatic things have happened.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like he could have come up with this story while he's walking up this path because he's bored.
They basically identified themselves as police. Now, very nice police, I will say as well. Very, very kind people. Very, very polite, very, very communicative, and chatty guys.
Communicative.
So yeah, it was really, really nice. They basically told me what areas they think they're in. What areas they think Jay may be in. And they also said they're like a special investigative team, so they're studying the landscape and a few other bits. And they gave me their direct WhatsApp as well, so I can get.
Oh, there we go. There's a little. He's one of the Blank Faces was saying this as well. They're a special investigative team now, aren't they? I shouldn't be doing this here. I should be doing it on the main channel, or at least on YouTube. But like, you know, reaching more of an audience with this. They're a special investigative team, are they? So now everyone on the fucking internet's going to say, "Oh, the police are doing a special investigation. They think it's a crime. They think there's a bad crime. They're doing a special investigation." When the truth might not be that. He might have just said it. And it might be that between Mark Williams Thomas and Isla and everyone else, like, we get all these stories, but the police might not be doing what you think they're doing. You might be jumping to conclusions. There's a big sort of undercurrent of people who want this to be a gang crime and believe anything from the talk of a Rolex means ecstasy. Like, and sometimes you can use slang to refer to things, and like boxes instead of like, you know, kilos or whatever. But like, it's a bit spurious. But like, you know, jump on it, attach yourself to it, see it one way. Like, you need to take a step back and just be cautious with all of this. Like, you really do. And it's not going to be. This is not like the police have stopped. Like, this is not going to be. Like the grifters, every one of the grifters want this to go on for the next 10 weeks. They'll say they want to find the answers for Jay. The truth is, you won't get answers for Jay. It's most likely 80% of people who go missing. Like, wasn't there someone they found that was 4 years in there? Like, 80% of people who go missing in these sort of places probably are just lying in the bush somewhere, and it's really difficult to find them. So the police have probably, my feeling on it is the police have looked at all the evidence and said, it's most likely he's rolled around in this environment somewhere, and we're not going to find him no matter how hard we search unless we get really lucky. And since nobody turned out to the search, like none of his parents turned up, or nobody, like all this crowdfunding and all that, since nobody turned up, we're not going to get very far. That's the end of searching for him. But we do assume he's probably, you know, we'll keep it open, but come on, he's in there. Like, that's probably the sort of vibe that I'm getting, you know. Like the drug conspiracy nonsense. I say nonsense, it's not completely nonsense, I guess, but I don't want to touch that conversation right now, I don't think, but no, it's Curious Cat.
If I find anything, and if they have any more information, then they can get in contact with me. So that was really, really nice, really positive experience with the police out here. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. What I'm going to do now...
I mean, he's just telling you he's had a positive experience with the police, where the truth could be completely the opposite. And it appears he's now walking downhill, not up again.
Guys, I'm literally going to head back.
He's heading back. Like, I've just bumped into the police. They've told me where to search and how great everything is, and I'm just going to go home now. Like, do you not think those police have said, hey, you, we've told you to get off this fucking mountain, you prick. Now fuck off back home, and we ain't giving you a lift today. You fucking start walking. Like, whatever he says is true, yeah? Under the blazing sun. This idiot.
And go get some lunch. I almost just got hit by a car. But yeah, I'm going to go back, get some lunch, and then head back up here. I've lost my phone.
What?
I've lost my sunglasses. I don't know what else I've lost. I really hope I haven't lost the keys to the blooming property. I'm not too sure. I'll have to check. But yeah, anyway, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit.
Fucking idiot. Flipping idiot, man. Where's the lost... Okay, let's... And look at these I don't know if you call them thumbnails over here, but look at these. Like, this is... Like, I didn't credit his family with being very sophisticated. So, you know, the choice to do the GoFundMe I felt was a sort of ignorant choice. But this is... Like, why would you want this person involved in any sort of high-profile way with what you're doing? Like, surely they just want to distance themselves from this. Like, surely they want to distance themselves from this. Where do you want me to look for this, lost my glasses? He's got his glasses on in this one, so it can't be this one. Hit by a cacti. What a day so far. No glasses in this one, so it's got to be this one, the one before it.
So today, guys, has just been an absolute nightmare. It's almost 2 o'clock. I'm finally going to go get some...
Yeah, but listen, every day is going to be a nightmare because planning and preparation prevent piss poor performance. So if you don't do any planning or preparation, you are going to perform piss poor. And that's you. The end. Every day is going to be shit because you're a fucking idiot. Guys.
So far down there, I have broke one pair of sunglasses.
So far down there, I have broken.
There's no idea how. I've also lost my old iPhone, guys. Now, yes, I've got...
Why have you taken the old iPhone out with you if you're using your new phone?
New phone, but all my stuff was on there. Like everything. So...
well, you're a search and fucking rescuer, so search and rescue your own phone by retracing your steps for the day. It's easy.
I'm backed up. So somewhere down there's my iPhone, but it is what it is. It's one of those days.
So it feels like he probably did do that, didn't he? He's probably just spent the last 2 hours looking for his own phone. Like, this man is not an expert. He's got two phones, yeah, because he begged the audience to help him buy one yesterday, didn't he, or the day before? Like, he was like, my old iPhone's not good enough for doing what I'm doing here, so I need a new phone because I haven't got enough battery. So then I don't know, overnight he got himself a phone. Like,
gonna get some feed, probably come back down to this area and keep searching over there. But exhausted, very, very hot as well.
I really want to get him on the show for an interview and stuff, but like, you know, I would just have to be me, won't I? I don't know if he'll want to do it. Part of me just thinks, fuck it, ask him, because it'd just be the most ludicrous. I'd have to say to him, like, don't you think you're putting yourself in danger? And like, when he says, well, no, I don't, and like, I'll say, no, like, you are, and like, you know, we'll end up having a bit of a row, because he's going to be a cock. Like, he's not going to listen to me telling him. He's going to argue. Like, tantrums. This boy will throw tantrums, I swear. Good luck with your channel, son. But like, come on, like, this chuffer. Me and him in the boxing. I will smash this chuffer. I wonder what weight he is. Me, him, and Luke. Like, Luke actually does boxing training, doesn't he? So, like, I wonder what weight he is. It's all about what weight you are, isn't it? Within a few weight classes, you know, I'll still do it. I'm not going to get in with a heavyweight, though. I mean, he's obviously not a heavyweight, but do you know what I mean? There's, like, the limits, aren't there? Because otherwise I'll get my head crushed just out on principle. But, like, I'm quite up for the YouTube boxing scene. We need to drum up enough interest so that we can get paid. But, like, we'll get on the undercard for Jake Fury and Tommy Paul, yeah? Like, or whoever he's fighting now.
Very sweaty. I'll probably
Fencing is a martial art. My distance and timing are great already. You know, my jab is good, yeah.
They'll probably tell me to sit outside of restaurants at this rate, guys.
And we'll wear headgear, you know. We're not going to end up, like, concussed, are we? We're amateur boxing. You wear gloves and headgear, don't you? Did they, on the YouTube boxing, do they wear headgear? I don't know. Anyway, I don't really care. Fuck it, I'm not getting hit.
There's a place, if I get there in time, where it'll do me a burger. I think it's like a chicken burger, so...
He's on for his chicken burger again. Like, he's not even a good living, nice vegan. Like, he's just he's just out there eating chicken burgers every night. Beef burgers and chicken burgers. Like what? I would just go out... Like, he probably goes for a bit of a walk and then goes back and has a chicken burger, and that's his work done for the day. And he's, to be fair, like... I mean, how many views, likes? He's probably doing all right with it at the moment, isn't he? Like, he's probably creaming the bank. This month's TikTok payment is going to be the most money he's ever seen in a payment. And it's disgusting, because he shouldn't. And it's people like these fucking idiots in his chat here, like, leaving, like, this person Christopher Tenerife, top man, you're a top man. You're doing such a good job, mate, Michelle Saunders. Like, these people are thick as shit, aren't they?
Yeah, that's the plan.
And that's the problem, is, like, you've got this sort of... Like, I want to say sophisticated again. Like, I'm not meaning about working class. This is about maybe intelligence. But you've got, like, this lower level, and they don't... I don't think it's a YouTube thing. I think it's more of a TikTok thing. And, like, they all... Like, when they all get together, they're all together saying it. So it seems reasonable to them. Like, nobody sort of grabbed them and given them a shake and said, this is fucking stupid. Stop supporting it. Like, what are you doing? Like...
That's the plan for now. The big love, everyone.
Like, they're literally being conned as well, because this guy is not out there mountain rescuing, and if they think he is, they're stupid.
Absolute champions. And if anybody finds an iPhone and we're searching down here, it's probably mine. Big love, guys. So today, guys, has just been an absolute nightmare.
So he's lost his glasses and his phone literally just by losing them when he's out, but you can't see where and how. Again, how do you even know they're not just in his bag? Like, the more and more I see of him, the more and more I think he's just a liar. Like, most of all, I think he tells lies, like, the more it's going on. I don't know that for a fact, and I'm not saying he is now, definitely, but, like, I don't get a good, you know, view to do a body language read on this. But the stop by police one, I don't think he's told us the full story there. Like, the more and more I see it, the more and more I think he might be a liar as well. Exact spot, Jay Slater. You can't get the exact spot for a phone pin, can you? It's not exact. Stupid.
So guys, today
250,000 views on this as well. I mean, somebody might be giving him fake views, or that might be a reasonable number. I suppose take off the zeros. So first of all, it's 250.4. Okay, forget the 0.4. It's 250,000. So it's 25,000. So it's 2,000. When you take off 2 zeros, it's 2,000 YouTube views. Like, the equivalent on YouTube would be about 2,000 views, because TikTok is so short and it hits so differently. If I were to have to do, like, if a social media manager judged my two things, they would tell me to take 2 zeros off the TikTok. That's a basic. So
guys, today has been stressful. Not only have I lost my phone, broken sunglasses, I've also actually lost the keys to this place. I've lost the keys to blooming Pedro. Now, Pedro has basically just said...
he is a fucking liability and a cock, isn't he? Like, how do you lose your own keys when you're out on a search like that? Like, what a liability and a cock. If I was out with him and he lost the keys to my place, I'd break his head. Like, sorry, break the window with his head, and that's how we'd get in. I'd throw him through the fucking window. You're going in that flat and you're opening it up from the inside and you're paying for the window and you're sleeping outside because I have had a fucking enough of this. You've lost the keys. Yeah, ring the landlord after you fucking broken in because I'm going in and going to bed. You are a fucking prick.
Don't worry about it, he is so kind. I've literally said I'll go get some more keys made up for you and stuff, and he said don't worry about it.
Obviously he doesn't want you to take the spare key to go and get the keys made up, does he? Like, because you're a fucking liability. Don't touch anything, just sit down.
He's moved me into a different room, which is really, really nice. It's absolutely stunning. But yeah, absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Now, I have been worrying so much because I thought I could only stay...
And again, the only evidence you have of that happening is that he said it happened, because he didn't film Pedro, he didn't film the new room, he didn't, like, presumably all of his old stuff is in the old room, so how's he getting his stuff? Like, what's Pedro going to do, drill the locks? I just think Pedro will have a spare key, won't he, if it's a property like this? So why does he need to move you into a new room? Can't he just give you the fucking spare key? There you go, you've got a key now. It'll take me 10 minutes to get one cut, so I'll just get one cut. You've got a new key now. No, you're going into a new room. Take all your stuff out of this room and go into a new room, and I'll deal with the rest of it. It's just fucking, like, really? Like, picture it didn't happen at this point with me. I start to feel like he might just be making it up. And I can't call him a liar on the internet, slander and libel and everything like that, but, like, I feel like he should be videoing these things that he says happens.
For another 2 weeks here. However,
2 weeks.
Pedro is going on holiday, but he has said that his friend is going to be staying, and I can stay in this new place. It's like another little housey bit down.
Okay, so what seems more likely is he was cadging this place for free, yeah, in some way, and Pedro said, no, you can't stay here anymore. Like, if Pedro exists, because I've got someone else booked. Maybe cadging it for free, maybe paying for it, maybe he's run out of money, maybe he wants somewhere different, maybe the other place is nicer, I don't know. But it seems like he's just moving property, and he's putting it down to having lost the key and done this and that. But the truth is, he can't even stay there anyway, even if he did have the key. Pedro wants him out. He's got it booked for someone else.
On the side here. He said I can stay for as long as I want.
It's like when he says about the police, you know, the police said this and they were so positive and they were this. Are they really? Or is it you saying it?
Definitely commit to at least another 4 weeks.
It's like, I'll tell you what it is. It's like someone who has, like, bad news or the wrong thing, so they put a spin on it. Pedro's kicked me out, turns into, Pedro's offered me a better place down the road, don't worry, it's going to be great. It's like it almost sounds like one of these, you know, the people who constantly tell lies, what's the word? Like they have a compulsive liar. It feels like a compulsive liar where he can't just tell you the straight truth about something, and mainly it's because he keeps fucking it up and spoiling it and ruining it and it looks stupid. So he can't just come out and say, well, I went to the police, they sent me back down the mountain because I don't have the correct gear. You know, he has to say, well, the police were being really nice to me and they wanted to help me get the best search in, so they put me in this, you know, it's all just like spin and manipulation, hence why we never actually see the actual thing recorded on video. He's the only TikToker who doesn't record his interactions and put them on TikTok. In
this place, 100% in this place, which just takes my mind off things. So I'm going to sort it out a bit more tomorrow. I've got so much to sort out. The fact that I've lost my other phone today has made so many issues. All my stuff is...
Actually, hang on, did he talk to the police, then lose the phone? Like, what order did that happen? Have the police taken it off him?
Everything. Nothing is fully backed up, or nothing was even transferred to this phone yet. I'd only started doing it, guys. So yeah, stressful day. I've got loads to do here, so I guess I'll be heading back out on the search tomorrow.
It's a bit of a wonder, what is it that needs to be fully backed up? Obviously you've got your old videos and your bits and pieces, but you upload them all to TikTok, don't you? So, like, I suppose you know, your actual videos recorded on your phone, that's annoying, but, like, what are you even doing that needs backing up? Like, I nearly backed it all up, but I didn't. What, your TikTok login?
Sorry. It's almost about 4:30 anyway, so...
It's another thing, right? He never starts the searches early enough. Like, when you're doing this sort of thing, obviously midday sun's the hottest, you don't want to be out in that, but the crack of dawn just a bit before, you want to be on the ground, boots on the ground, before the sun comes up, don't you? So you start just as the sun's coming up, you get that first bit of the daylight, you probably take a break at lunchtime, maybe, and secure some sort of shade from the sun. And I don't want to be up on the mountain when it's nighttime, so as that midday sun, you know, moves, then I head back maybe in a nice way. I don't know, I'm not an expert on that, but my guess is you want to be out searching in the coolest part at the start of the day, and it's difficult to search later on. So what is he doing in his time between like 4 in the afternoon and the next day? And why is he always up so, like, you know, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock? Like, is he not, like, and is this really the most, like, this is never going to be the best way to, like, if he stumbles across Jay, it's literally because he just accidentally, like, it's just an accident. And he's more likely of having a bad accident than a good one. So what's he even doing? Why would you even want him up there doing this?
Time is ticking. But yeah, just a quick update.
Time is ticking. There's no time ticking. If Jay's up there, he's dead. So it will just, if you're up there and you're looking for him, you've got infinite time. Like, you know, his bones aren't going to go anywhere, are they? Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be horrible, but like, it's not a race against time in any way.
I'll catch you guys soon. So guys, today has been stressful.
Guys.
Not only have I lost my...
Guys.
So guys, I've just come into a petrol station.
A petrol station, he fucking loves them. He can get his Pringles and his Mars bar and his Marvel Spider-Man chocolate.
Closest place for me to get a SIM card, and it's really, really good.
And this annoys me again, the closest place for me to get a SIM card. So no worry about budget then. No worry about the cost, and, you know, just, I'll go to the nearest place and just pay whatever it costs to have a SIM card. Like, why are you... This seems well weird. Like, he just went to the petrol station for some stuff like crisps and like chocolate. He's probably not even eating properly, even though they have restaurants there. It's cheeseburgers and chocolate all the way, isn't it? He's such a goon.
This, it's really good to see, but there's posters up all about Jay. Now this is the first poster.
Did you put that poster up? Did you? No.
I've actually seen up.
However, it's the first time you've actually mentioned and shown Jay on your channel as well, isn't it?
The girls who I were with,
the girls who I were with, the girls that I was with.
We're in some town.
What's wrong? This other thing annoys me about this, right? If you're thick as shit and you can't even speak the language properly, even though you were brought up here, if you're not a native speaker, that's fine. Make grammatical errors all over the show. But if you can't even speak the language properly, having been brought up here, and you're thick as shit, what are you doing trying to make media and TikToks and writing? Like, Luke's another brilliant example of it. He's going to write a sitcom. He's not funny and he can't write. So, like, what's he even doing that for? No offence, go for your dreams, but learn first. Like, do some things to learn. You don't just get to the top of the mountain by just jumping on top of the mountain and saying, I'm here, I'm brilliant. Like, you do have to, like, I mean, obviously with this, but, like, you do have to learn, don't you? You have to, like, develop. And these people don't seem to, they don't start with any basic skills. They don't want any basic skills. They're happy just fucking about. It baffles.
Outside of this area, when I first came over, those girls, the day after we were searching, they went out and put loads of posters up, so that's really, really good. And it's literally just in a petrol station as well, guys, so see how many of these we can spot. What I should really do is try to get some printed.
You don't have any material to give to anybody about who you're searching for, and you've been there for what, 8 days now? And you don't have any material to give to anybody. I'm assuming you won't need to get them printed, because the group of people who are organising the search will have them to give to you to hand out. Like, they'll be grateful for you to be doing that, unless it's going to go and litter the island. But, like, at this point, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, hi, yeah, I'm here searching for Jay Slater, actually. Who's Jay Slater? Well, I can't really... If only I got... Oh, I should have had a flyer. Have you got a phone? Because mine's not working. I can show you on your phone. No, if you see him, though...
And when I'm out and about in places like this, which is really rare, to be fair, this is like the...
Listen, you're going to be at places like that all the time, because otherwise how are you buying your fucking chocolate bars? And on top of that, they're the ones that have got the posters up. You've just seen it. So they're showing you the poster. You don't need a poster to show them. They were already on it. You're behind the times on that. Like, and this is the other thing. It's like Luke and Alan and these people. Like, I pause this, and every fucking thing he says, I'm pausing it. because everything he says is so dumb. Do you not know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm being too... You say it's funny, I feel like I'm being too harsh. I feel like I'm being too eggy. But, like, he can't even get through a sentence without pissing me off 3 times on 3 different points. The grammar, the things he's saying, and the things he's doing. Like, what he really needs to do, is take a day off from all this bollocks, sit in the fucking dark in his room, and decide how to best go about the next week. Write it down in a plan and then execute upon that. Don't ever wake up another day and just be like, so guys, I think today we're just gonna... Like, he's so unprepared. Planning and preparation prevent piss poor performance. Cub Scouts, be prepared. Like, he's the worst person to be doing this. It wouldn't matter if he was just going to sit on stream and play video games. It wouldn't matter if he was just going to do a sort of, I don't know, like, video about kites. But because he's searching for someone who may be literally lying dead somewhere, and he's on this platform in this way, encouraging people, like, he's a terrible, terrible influence, a terrible, terrible role model, showing himself up to be a total gooner. He's wearing all cows on the picture, you can't quite see, but just down there he's got all cows. It's one of his Scotland t-shirts. He is a lolcow. Like, the only thing that he's not doing that's lolcow is arguing with the audience and, you know, getting all tetchy and like, you know, and that sort of thing. But he is a lolcow. Like, the things he does are ludicrous and worthy of ridicule.
Left masquerade. And after all of that, guys, they don't even do SIM cards.
You've got a phone in your hand. Get off TikTok, go on Google and type in, right, SIM cards for sale. You know, Google, it's got shopping. Google, and it'll just show you on the map where the SIM cards can be purchased. And then you go there and you buy one. A better idea would just simply be to go on Amazon and buy one. I know it's Amazon. Maybe do Amazon do SIM cards? I might be a bit naive here. I've got a contract. You know, I'm not going to be buying a SIM card anytime soon, I hope. But, like, you know, you just go on the internet and just buy one. They ship it to your house, to the Airbnb, to the hotel, wherever, to a hotel. Get it shipped to, go to a hotel and say, I've got some mail coming. Like, you can't even source a SIM card. And this is another point, right? If you do it my way, like a normal person with a brain, then you don't have to fucking walk around. I've spent 4 hours walking to the petrol station, guys, no SIM card, and that's the waste of my day. Like, you're ineffective at best. At worst, you're a massive, like worse than a liability. Like, you're wasting people's time and money on your bollocks, right? And it's getting to the point of e-begging, isn't it? Where, oh, I just need this, oh, I just need that. Oh, if only someone sent me a SIM card or some monies. Like, it's pathetic. It's pathetic.
Nowhere around here does SIM cards. I've been into about 5 different...
Well, you're fucking stupid then, aren't you? Because you're in a tiny little village on a tiny island off Africa. So it's not likely to be a hustling, bustling metropolis of cosmopolitan commerce, is it? So if the things you need, you should have bought before you left, like, maybe you should have thought about that. He's such a dullard. This is what I can't stand about it, is he's, like, like, maybe it's wrong for me to be angry about him being thick. You know, maybe that's unfair. It is a bit, isn't it? Like, it is a bit. It is a bit wrong for me to be angry about him being thick. Like, he literally looks like the lad from Dumb and Dumber, doesn't he? Like, with his hair pushed forward and his hair cut off like that. He looks like the bloke from Dumb and Dumber. What's his name? Clyde. Is it Clyde? What's his name? Lloyd. It's Lloyd, isn't it? Lloyd, yeah, Lloyd. He looks like Lloyd, yeah? Where is he? There. He looks like Lloyd. I'm calling him Lloyd from now on. Our pets' heads are falling off. All right. When you put that, I was like, "What the fuck are you saying?" But that's from Dumb and Dumber, isn't it? Yeah. Our pets' heads are falling off. When the parrot, He's like Lloyd. But Lloyd's nice and kind and well-meaning. And this guy, I don't know if he's nice and kind. I can't guarantee that at all. Sometimes I've seen him having a bit of a temper tantrum already, just from not getting his own way on the searchy. He needs his pouchy foods. Look at him, he looks like Lloyd. Down the rapids. Down the rapids. Has he got a new haircut there? He looks like he's had his haircut. He didn't put that on his TikTok, did I? Hey guys, I'm going for a haircut now. He didn't put that on, did he?
Shops, and they've all said to go.
Yes, hasn't he? Like, look how sharp his fringe is. He's had a haircut. Hang on. We'll watch the end of this one, then I'm going to find out when his hair changes, because I reckon he's had a haircut.
Yeah, and they don't have it. So what I'm going to have to do now is get a bus or a taxi into...
And also, it's like he's talking to children, because no adult would watch this and be like, oh, you went in a shop and you couldn't get a SIM card. Like, who's put this? Laura J. Geez, you're gorgeous. He's not. He looks like a goon. Like, are these people thick as shit? No content. She's not real. That's not real. That's like an AI picture or something, isn't it? She's not real. That's a fake account. I wonder how many fake accounts are following him. I wonder how much like Mark Williams Thomas internet manipulation there is behind this. Do you know what I mean? Oops, I've closed it there. Stupid. That's me. Like, because the top comment was a fake comment by a fake person. Honestly, like...
So guys, I've just...
It just feels like really, really fake. I can't lie, this is like a Netflix series, Down the Rapids. Like, who's saying that? Again, a really strange looking... Like, it could be a fake, it could not, maybe. Private, this account. I don't know enough about TikTok accounts to verify whether I think they're fake or not, but like, I don't get a good vibe off the comment. Like, don't get a good vibe off it.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolute madness.
It's madness, guys. Okay. So now show me where your hair changes when you got your hair cut. He's got a hat on most of this, hasn't he?
So the other thing I want to say, guys, is the only...
Has he got a haircut there? He's got quite a high fade there. I wonder when he got his hair cut. Because it's very straight. I mean, maybe he cut it himself. It's just very straight across the top. And with such a short haircut, he needs to keep it, you know... Mind you, he's done so many videos in such a short space of time, hasn't he? Make hay while the sun shines. But he really is pumping them out. And people are lapping them up as well because they're thick as shit. Like, his hair looks different on the fringe there. But maybe not enough different. I'm just thinking, has he had his haircut while he's been out there? Gang, gang.
So here we are, guys. It's official. We are the Three Musketeers. Now,
this one's called Gang, Gang.
We are on quite an adventure. I'm not exactly...
Yeah, he's had his haircut since here. Since here, he's had his haircut. You can tell from the fade at the side.
I'm sure quite what's going on because Fiona has something very special planned. Fiona, what do you have planned for us? Go on.
I'm taking you to a dangerous, remote, hidden cave where there's no phone signal.
Oh, so, wow. All right. This sounds...
It's called Samuel's Cave. It's hidden up at the very end of Glen Nevis. And very few people know about it, but I'm from this area, so... And it's so called because there was a massacre in... The dates escape my head, 1500s, I think, of the two feuding clans. One clan, the Victorians...
Okay, I am bored now. You know, if I'm going to be on TikTok, I'm going to get bored as quick as a TikToker, aren't I? Look at all these TikToks. How are we even going to get through them?
So, guys, I'm here in Masca, and this gentleman...
Oh, there's actually a guy in this one. You know, he's actually videoed somebody who actually exists.
Has literally saved me. This guy has just rented me out a room.
So this guy just gave him free accommodation.
He lives here. He's lived here his whole life, and he's gave me some really good insights. So I'm going to show you a little bit around the mountains and what I've been told. Something very,
what a blag.
Very big's coming up tomorrow as well.
And like, how do you know that's even true? That could literally be some Spanish guy. You could go to him and say, "Excuse me, mate, do you know where the mountains are?" And he's like, "Me no speak Odelango." And now you get your phone out and you go, "Good, right. This guy's just rented me a room." And like the guy's just stood there like, "Who the fuck are you? What are you videoing?"
So I'm going to show you around in a second.
And he was just there. That was him, and now he's gone. So is he? Was he? I don't know. Like, he didn't speak. He didn't speak.
As well. And I think he's actually let me off a little bit of money, guys. So
He's let you off money? I thought he said he'd rented you the room. Or do you mean he's rented the room to you? I thought you mean he saved your life because he paid for the room. Like, what is even happening here? Who is this man?
So guys, I'm here in Mascot, and this gentleman has literally saved me. This guy has just rented me out a room.
What's he got in his hand? Hang on, what's he got in his hand here? What's that? Is that his phone? It's a battery pack, is it? Is it a battery pack, do you think? Like, you can't see it well, can you? It's not, this isn't like, you know, super sleuthing, because, like, you know, this guy's an idiot. He's not got anything weird in his hand. It's just like, I wonder what it is. It looks like a Walkman to me. But, you know, it's not going to be a Walkman, is it? So, it looks like it's got wires coming out of it. So my guess is battery pack? Is this Pedro? Yeah, is this Pedro? That's a good point. Is this the mysterious Pedro? What's that in his hand, though? Hello, my little friend. I will rent you the room, but you are going... Oh, that's French. Hang on. Español. Español. Muy hablo de español. De checa de maracas. Español. Español. Hello. I am going to... Maybe I shouldn't be doing voices. I'm going to put you in the room and bum you, basically, like, in Spanish. I've got keys, so if you hear anyone coming in the night, it's me. You know, With Nell and I? Have you seen With Nell and I? You know, With Nell and I? Do you remember the film With Nell and I? It's El Monto. El Uncle Monto. It's Uncle Monty, but Spanish, yeah? My boys, you can stay in their flat. Alright, look. That's how Jay Slater got killed, bummed to death. Look, this, what I wanted to show and talk and ask is, if this is a battery pack, though, like, what is it? If it is a battery, you say wireless charger. Yeah, it looks like a wireless charger attached to a battery bank, doesn't it? So if that's what it is, how did his phone run out of battery? And what's that for? Is that for an iWatch, or is it for his phone? And if it is for his phone, how did his phone run out of battery? Because he's got a separate power bank. So it just wouldn't charge, I suppose. And then I've got another point to make, which is weird, even more weird, is what's going on with his wrist. Maybe he's been wearing something around his wrist. Has he been wearing a watch around his wrist that's left an indentation? You know, was he wearing an Apple Watch and he's taken it off to charge it? He's holding what appears to be an Apple iWatch charger. You think it's phone because the watch charger is smaller. Okay. I might not be, you know, don't quote me. But it appears to be some sort of charger. And what's going on with his wrist, though? Why has he got that mark on his wrist? In chat, you've got Louise Curran saying, I have a weird feeling, though. XX, please be careful. Thick as shit. LEC says, I'd be scared to stay there in case he's the kidnapper. Not thick as shit. Quite a smart comment there. Well, as we all know, he's not the kidnapper because... oh, look, he's wearing his clothes, look. They're wearing the same clothes, look. Look, they're wearing the same clothes now, look. Hey! He's not the kidnapper because obviously we know that the, Jay Slater's caught on a cactus, so... Can't be the kidnapper, can he? Wait, I'm going to put his head on Luke. Wait, not Luke. What's his name? I forgot what I was going to call him a new nickname then as well. Wait, look at that. Get yourself a screenshot of that. That's the way we roll. That's the way I roll. Terrible fucking bad. I'm terrible bad. That's the way I roll. I'm terrible bad. I don't care anymore. Fuck it, you know. I'll call a spade a spade. I'll call a cactus a cactus. One like equals one cactus. Open brackets equals one search. Close brackets. Hashtag Jay Slater. I literally just don't care anymore. What if you've got a third-party watch charger or a different kind of watch? I don't know. But I did think the Apple Watch charger was like that because the shape of it. Maybe it's the same shape for charging a phone, I don't know. But I thought the roundy shape. But I could be wrong, I could be right for the phone. I don't have an up-to-date iPhone that does that charging. Maybe he's got a much better iPhone than me. I see Katie Hopkins. Fuck Katie Hopkins. I did, but I didn't watch what she said because fuck her. I think she said something about Domino's because I could see the words on the screen, but that's just a product placement, so fuck her. She's probably getting money from Domino's. Sick bitch. Don't like her. She can fuck off. What was the last thing she said something really sick about last time? She said something really sick about something before, didn't she? About someone that was dead. Not like I'm doing, but something really bad. Oh, it was that. She was laughing at the people who drowned in the boats, wasn't she? She was laughing at the people who drowned in the boats. I don't like Katie Hopkins, so I won't be watching her. But I will be posting 1 like equals 1 cactus equals 1 search Jay Slater. That's posted now. You can't change it. And I will be doing this. Look, woo! do 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 do. Wait. I'll do it the other way around. We've done that. We've seen that. What about Luke? I just want to call him Luke. I can't help but call him Luke. What about Luke? There's no way people find him particularly attractive either. He's got a face, I'll give him that, but it's not Brad Pitt around here, I'm telling you. He's a goon show. What about Luke and Luke like that? Oh, wait. I'm quite happy when someone's attractive to, to say fair play. He's quite a good looker. Luke, hashtag Jay Slater. Find his glasses, bring them home. Which is weird because someone said that they found Jay Slater's glasses. I should have said this. I'm not following the case like this because it's such a load of bollocks. Someone said they found his glasses and they've handed them to the family, which is the most stupid thing I've ever heard in my life, because why wouldn't you leave them in situ and contact the police? Have you heard that one? Have you heard that one? I should do Jay Slater updates and just go on about how fucking stupid everyone is. Wait, that was on Twitter, wasn't it? That was on a tweet. Right, that's Rolex. Did I screenshot it maybe? Here, Lancashire Evening Post. It's just a random. So, amateur sleuths searching for Jay Slater claim they found a pair of sunglasses that could belong to the missing teenager, and there they are, broken and on the floor. Of course, they're very common sunglasses. There is that, but there they are, broken and on the floor. So he's going to be in that area. That's a circle now around those sunglasses, isn't it? Or even a direction from. All this stuff, that's important. If they are his. How could you possibly find out if they were his? If only there was some agency where you could give them in and they could do some tests and find out whose they were. If only there was some way of finding out whose they were. Whether it be, I don't know. If only we had unique identifiable features like fingerprints and DNA. But I suppose if you give them to the family, a broken pair of sunglasses, if you give them to the family, to be honest, it looks like they're rusted, from what I can see as well. Just there. And I might be wrong, you know, I might be wrong. You never know, I might be wrong. Never know, might be wrong. Might be wrong. But that looks like they're broken and rusted. That dot there looks like where the arm might attach, and it looks like it might be rusted. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Because it couldn't rust in like 2 days, could it? So, but yeah, we've got a broken pair of sunglasses. They might be Jay Slater's. They could be anybody's, frankly. And they're out in, where do we know they are? I don't know where we know where they. I don't know. I know. Well, the video, which has since been deleted, shows a broken pair of black shades on the ground near to the Mirador viewing point, the area where Jay's phone was last tracked 14 days ago. A picture of Jay reported, and I think this is a good lead because of all the leads, this is the most likely thing to have actually happened, and could lead you towards like wherever he is. Yeah. So a picture of him the day before appears to him showing wearing the similar sunglasses. So that's good, right? Here's a picture of this idiot. What's this idiot here for? TikTok star and expert mountain climber Paul Arnott. No, he's not a star and he's not an expert mountain climber. Lancashire Post. What are you saying? Has joined the search for missing Jay Slater. This comes 14 days after Jay from Oldswhistle disappeared. Like, why have they put his picture? Why have they put his picture? Paul told the Mail Online. Hang on, wait. A picture of Jay. There have been some new developments and these sunglasses could be key. Paul told Mail Online. Wait. TikTok star and expert climber Paul Arnott, 29, has been searching for Jay in the mountains. In one of his latest videos, he said a pair of sunglasses similar to the ones Jay was seen wearing had been found close to where his phone pinged. So Paul Arnott could have put them there? The discovery was made after the police announced they were calling off the search. That's lucky, isn't it? Because now you've got, the police, they're not searching anymore. Oh, there's some sunglasses though, so you better search more. And we need to keep this search going, don't we? We can't all go home now, can we? I've come all the way out to Tenerife. My TikTok's going brilliantly. Don't we need to sell more newspapers? You want to stop searching? I think we should have more. I've seen his sunglasses. Very Peter Folding that is, isn't it? Last minute bit of evidence pops up just when he didn't find them. No, you're right, he didn't find them. Which is weird because he's out there going around that area. He has been for the last 5 days. Has lost his own sunglasses. I just, maybe even somebody else could put him up to doing that or could have done that. It might not be him doing it, but it's very fucking convenient for them. Isn't it? And this is what I can't get my brain around, right? And this is where it makes it even more sus. Even more sus. The alleged discovery, it says in the paper, yeah? They were found by an army guy called Chris who lives here. An army guy. I don't want to go into too much detail yet, but the family have them and are looking at them. Why would the family have them? They could be J's. They're very similar ones to the ones, and we are waiting to see if it could be very significant, says Paul, expert mountain climber and TikTok star. Like, if he's a star, I'm a star. Like, get off. I've got more views on YouTube than he's got on TikTok. Just stick it up your arse. Like, it's so stupid the way they're talking about him. It's ridiculous. He's an idiot. And it's more likely that he's dropped those out there, right? So that someone could find them, isn't it? And you've got to take them straight. You don't even pick them up. You stand there and you say, right, I'm calling the police because there's a massive case, missing person, sunglasses, floor. I want these picked up in a plastic bag, go into the lab, check them for DNA, any evidence we can get, whether it be fingerprints, whatever. Like, are these his sunglasses? Instead, he's picked them up, put them in his pocket, walked off, give them to the family. What are they going to do with them? That ruins the search. You want a big flag in the ground there? Don't touch it. Big flag in the ground.
Blonde one.
Everyone come here.
Dark one. And the butch one. I don't remember the names.
Thank you, Brooklyn, for subscribing with Prime. Thank you for subscribing with Prime. I don't know if he didn't ring the police, but it seems weird that this is how this has happened or been reported to have happened. Thank you for Brooklyn. If you've got Prime, you can subscribe for free with Prime here. And if you have a Prime subscribe, remember to press the button for me, please. Thank you. Media plants, like Kelly's here. Yeah, like this is so Peter Folding, isn't it? It's so like and it didn't happen during the search while loads of people search that area. It happens when they've all gone home. Bang, evidence. It's not even confirmed evidence. It's very weak and spurious. But if it really was his sunglasses, if we lived in that world, we need to know the exact location of the sunglasses and put a big circle around it and say, within this circle, he could have got and walked. Because if he was here with these sunglasses and he's dropped them, then within this circle, say 1.5 miles, 2 miles, whatever it is, before you fucking die, he can have got to. So this is now the circle, and we are going to search this extensively. It makes a huge difference for the search if there is sunglasses. And if his mom goes, yeah, they look like his, that's not good enough. How is anyone in his family going to confirm whether they are or not his? Why would his family need them? Why have you given them to his family? They go straight to the police. They don't even go to the police. They stay there on the ground and you bring the police in to deal with it. Because it could be vital evidence in what some people suggest could be a murder. Is this not an insanity? Yeah, this is blowing my mind and made me angry again. And the fact that he's involved, he's giving comment to the media, and there's more likely a chance that he's actually walked over those shades or even fucking dropped them himself. Like, he's out there in that area, desperate for that to be the big thing, and all of a sudden this has happened. Very convenient. And how can the Lancashire Post call him a TikTok star, an expert mountain climber? He's not an expert mountain climber, and he's not a TikTok star. No jealousy, none of that. He's just not. Like, since this Jay Slater case, he's got more views, but he's not a TikTok star. Like, he's a goon. Like, if you ask people who are big on TikTok who the fuck this is, they won't know. It's just stupid. Oh, we need your help again, look.
So guys, I need your help. I've checked into a campsite for the night so I can get some electric and also so I can clean all my clothes, and it's an absolute nightmare. I have got some of this smidge and I believe it's a complete scam. I've used half a bottle. I've sprayed it all inside my tent. I've sprayed it all over my hair, all over my face, all over my neck, and it's just an absolute nightmare. They're still attacking me. I don't know how as well, guys, but they've managed to get through the fly mesh, the actual fly mesh, and the fly mesh is amazing on this. There's no holes in it. It's so tiny, but still they've managed to get through it. So I'm not very happy, but yeah, I need to know, guys, how do I get rid of midges? This is not working.
Guys, so it's like every episode he's got another, like, product or item, hasn't it? Most of us don't have so much, like, yeah.
This is absolutely not working. I'm covered in it. I'm literally covered in it. I've put it all into my beer. I can still feel them now. They keep chasing me. I have to keep moving about, and then yeah, they.
Everything's a complaint, isn't it, as well? I mean, I complain a lot about other people's content, but everything's a complaint here.
It's super windy here, guys. It's so windy. It feels like I'm on the Titanic. It's absolutely crazy. I'm not sure how much longer.
How many times have you been on the Titanic? How windy is the Titanic? Is the Titanic synonymous with wind? Why did you say that? You're an idiot.
We have to go. I'm not even sure like where I'm going, to be fair. I'm just like outside. There's a few people about. A little bit of stuff going on aboard. Oh wow, there's seats up here. I didn't even realise on the ferry that I went to when I was going to Ireland. I literally, there weren't any seats or anything. All right, buddy. Oh, up we go. What have we got here? What have we got?
He almost spoke normally to that person then. All right, buddy. No, it's almost like he slipped into normal talking and then went back into talking like a child for TikTok.
I was going to Ireland. I literally, there weren't any seats or anything. All right, buddy.
All right, buddy. No, he didn't go, all right, buddy. Like, When I went to Ireland, I don't know any seats. All right, buddy. I don't know when da.
That I went to when I was going to Ireland, I literally, there weren't any seats or anything. All right, buddy? Oh, up we go. What have we got here? Oh my goodness, this really is wow.
And he expects, this really annoys me. I want to grab hold of him and throw him off the fucking boat. Like, he expects you to see what, like, obviously he can see it because he's there, but by moving the phone around like that, you just get, very briefly, everything flashes around. And you can't, like, but he's showing it you now, so there you go. And it's not, like, thinking about what people can, like, when you're showing someone something through the camera, especially if you're a streamer and you're out like this, like, or even just filming it, like, you've got to think, what can people see? Like, what are they looking at when they're sat at home watching this? Like, you know, you've got to think their perspective. His perspective is, so he just, wait, there you go, that's you, you've seen that. Like, he's not thinking about other people, he's thinking about himself more and his perspective on it, rather than their perspective on it. What they see the most is him in the frame the whole time. That's important to him. I think Jay Slater is not going to be found alive, is he? The only chance of him being found alive now is if he's dead, if he's in someone's basement somewhere, like, being held kidnapped. Because if he's out there in the bush, or even where else, like, alive is unlikely, isn't it? If he was being held captive, wouldn't someone have said something? People think he got murdered. People think he come to a cropper by accident. Both of those are he's dead. Like, he's most likely dead, isn't he? So, like, sometimes you don't find out how people died, I guess, unless you get the evidence. And sometimes there just isn't the evidence. I mean, Madeleine McCann. But the appetite for Madeleine McCann and the appetite for this, like, I don't think there will be an ongoing. I think people's what's the word? There is a word for this. How long you can capture their attention span. People's attention span for this sort of stuff is shorter. That's what I think. And I think there's going to be some sort of change, maybe. Crimes won't stop happening. Random events won't stop happening. Media reporting, though, I think, like, we're in a sort of interesting time right now when media mainstream is having to come to terms with and engage with and become and manipulate social media. Like, social media must be such a playground for them as well, mustn't it? Because, like, it's media, it's unregulated, and they can do what the fuck they want and pretend they're not who they are. Like, do you think the people that work at the Daily Mail don't go on social media accounts and fuck about, like, with their own ideas and agendas, even outside of work? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be in a chat and someone's going to say, hi, I write for the Daily Mail and I'm just in here to do some research. No. Like, they're out there, aren't they? Like, it's just, like, it's a funny world now. And I think that's what's happening at the moment, is you're getting this like, in 2020, different in 2024 to 2010, is that the media are involved in social media so much more now. I think before they said they saw themselves as being outside it, and they probably looked down upon it insofar as generally the big media companies probably saw it as a place to advertise, or you know, to have a page about my Ghostbusters film or whatever. But now they realise they can just, like, be there as, like, 100 fake accounts called Doris and create create demand for a bloody block of cheese or something. Like, they, you know, they are probably well in it. You've got all the marketing agencies that are well in it. Like, the amount of manipulation that goes on social media. And how do you do it? You have to have an account, and it has to be looking like a normal person. And I'm not saying there's loads of fake bots trying to, you know, but, like, obviously not all accounts are going to say, like, Wensleydale cheese. They're going to be someone called Doreen who says, I like Wensleydale cheese the best, it's great, isn't it? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, even simple things like that as a premise, of course it's going on. So it's a very strange place at the moment, and I think this is part of it. Is this, at first, it, with cases like this, it's different, because this is, like, the way the media interact with social media about football, for example, isn't as important as the way the media and social media social media, the media, engage and act when it comes to crime and the reality of people's lives or deaths. Like, Crime Watch used to be on the telly, didn't it? And it used to encourage you to call in and stuff like that. These days, Crime Watch isn't even on mainstream telly now. Like, but yet, social media and true crime is a massive, massive thing. So that's interesting, is that the most professional, like Crime Watch has a thing called, I think they've got a YouTube channel, like Crime Watch has got a thing called like Crime Watch Live or something, and they do little bits here. It still exists as an entity on the BBC, but it's positioned as a monthly or bi-monthly, regular show like it used to be. That's gone out the window, and that's a disgrace, because when you think about it, there should be a massive appetite for something like that in today's modern world. It should be more interest in it, and they've maybe tried to translate it to social media instead. But what's amazing to me is that, like, the most professional, backed by the police, with reconstructions and like hotlines and stuff, the most professional way of going about it isn't necessarily, I mean, obviously it's not amazing to me, but it's not necessarily the most sensational. So it's not going to get the most TikTok views, and it's not going to get the most YouTube views. But I'm surprised that it doesn't still exist as a sort of jewel in the crown of true crime content, certainly within the UK. Like, whomever has been running Crime Watch and making decisions about that in the BBC have really fumbled the bag, or the ball, I should say, on that one. Because, like, what have you done? Like, Crime Watch was like a important, it's the most valid. And a lot of these things, like the Jay Slater case, the Crime Watch special, would be really good, because then the people at home might say, well, there's been a lot of gossip, I wonder what Crime Watch are going to say about it. And on Crime Watch, they wouldn't mess about, would they, with the gossip and the this and that. But they would entertain real theories that could be clues, even if it was a criminal underworld or a this or a that. They'd have good people working on it, actual police and stuff. So maybe it's because, like, or maybe in Jay Slater's case, they're Spanish, aren't they? And Crime Watch's crimes in England. But I'm surprised about that. I'll show you the Crime Watch in the UK now. I think they've got a YouTube channel. Oh, look.
So it's an absolute...
That's how YouTube works. I've been watching all his videos, so it's suggesting them to me now. YouTube, I've been watching his videos because I hate him. I don't want you to suggest it to me.
Absolute madness right now, guys.
It's an absolute madness now, right, guys?
My friend has just let me leave all my camping gear.
Do you know what? I could actually get my phone and walk around and make videos just like him and be funny. Like, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just parody him. I'd have to cut my hair funny like him, though, and I'm not doing that. But I could go out in the woods, and I could be like, hey guys, I'm making a film because I found these berries, and I just wanted you to know that you can eat. It's a madness, guys. I'm here at Woolworths, and there's no pick and mix. Someone's had all the strawberry laces out the pick and mix, guys. It's an absolute madness. I don't know how I'm going to survive without essential pick and mix protein.
With him, all my survival gear. Now I need to travel about half hour. There's a bus.
There's a bus. All the stuff he said and did is not interesting. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to see the concept's interesting. Like, I'm going to do it. Like, some people would put that as a community post. Hello everyone, I'm travelling to see the Jay Slater thing, I'm on the way there, here's a picture of me. But like, he turns it into a little, like, maybe there's something in that I'm missing, is he turns it into a 1:37 video, and that's not even content really, 1:37, but on the TikTok world it is, isn't it? And it's a 1:37 video that says, I'm going to do something. And like, you never really, I mean, he does go out there, don't get me wrong, but you never really, like, the video itself is, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm about to do this, I'm probably going to do that. I didn't do that today in the end. I wasn't really into this. Like,
what is happening, guys? We have made it to our first destination. We are currently in London, and it has been an absolute nightmare. So,
I mean, he's looking to get robbed in London with that bag, and this, look how expensive and brand new his camping bag and his jacket. This is his first destination on this thing. Look at how expensive and brand new that all looks. It looks top gear, doesn't it? Why in London? And he's obviously in a nice area of London.
And it has been an absolute nightmare so far, guys.
Oh, it's been a nightmare. I didn't expect that.
It has been absolutely insane. I almost missed my first train, so I was running to the train station. Then I've managed to get into London. I've had to go on the London Underground. I've got my Gore-Tex on.
How is it a nightmare to go on the like? So it's a nightmare because I got on the train and I went to London. This is earlier in his career, isn't it, so to speak? 2 months. This is 2 months ago. It's not that far long ago, but 2 months ago. Oh, I thought he was living in the. Hang on, I thought he was living in the Scottish Hebrides for 6 months, or whatever. 2 months ago, he was in London. It's a bit weird. Like he's like got this sort of he's developing a pattern. Oh, it was a nightmare because insert nightmare here, and this time it was just I had to run and get the train. Many of us have had to hurry up and get the train. That's not a nightmare. And then when I got there, I had to get on the underground. Also not a nightmare. But you know, the pattern is being formed.
And on the London Underground, it's just so hot, and I was just sweating.
We'll take your coat off then. Job done.
I've got about an hour and a half. I'm just walking about 15 minutes to London Victoria Coach Station, and then from there I'm going to catch a coach, and I'm going to be on that for about 13, 14 hours, but it's going to be...
Well, that's not much of a nightmare then, is it? It's just, I mean, it is a bit of a nightmare to be sitting on that fucking coach for 14 hours, but that's up to you. I mean, what you're saying is you've got a train and you're about to get another one and then a bus. Like, it's not, like, how is this difficult?
absolutely crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
London is stunning. It's a little bit weird being around people.
Do you realise you're outside people's houses now in the street?
Really awkward, to be fair. Obviously, I haven't been around people for 6 months.
Oh my god.
So just being so close to people, sitting on the trains, on the underground, it's made me feel like quite uncomfortable.
I told you, didn't I? He's not socialised well.
But yeah, it's great to be. It's great to be in like a bright place. It's weird, like it's just so colourful. Like I don't know. But yeah, good old London.
Good old London. Is this your? Do you know London then?
Old London. So yeah. Now I'm going to head down to the coach station. Hour and a half to kill. Maybe find like a drink or something to eat. I need to try stack up on a few bits. I'm going to be on the coach for obviously ages, and I thought there were going to be breaks, but there aren't actually breaks, which is a bit annoying. The other thing is I've got to keep dodging cars because I keep almost getting run over. I don't know, they're indicating, yeah, that means I can go. I've literally lost all my blooming highway knowledge. But yeah, absolutely awesome, guys, absolutely awesome. Right, I'll check in with you guys soon. The adventure continues.
Snacks. He's going to be on that bus for and he thought they would be stopping, and it turns out they're not stopping. And how did he get that? I'd have to smack him so many times. I don't want to talk. I'm joking about violence, obviously. I'm not smack his bum like a baby. Like it would annoy me so much, though. Like, we're going to get on the thing now, and you haven't got your snacks prepared because you didn't realise you would want snacks on a 14-hour bus ride, yeah? So I'm not going to stop in the shop now and fuck about with snacks. We already came with our snacks. Everyone else has brought their snacks. We're not waiting for you. We're getting on the bus. Do you know what I mean? He's one of these people that's just like never prepared, always a liability. And yet, he's got a massive expensive load of kit on his back. I don't know, not carabiners and climbing gear, but like a brand new lovely bag with all the tent, and like you can see it's new. It's not beaten up and old and battered, is it? Like maybe you got that in London. Like he's like a luxury tourist, not and it wouldn't matter so much, I guess, but it's the way he sets himself up as a sort of adventurer, wildsman. And he doesn't even set himself up as much of a wildsman. Maybe I'm overdoing that. Maybe he's not that. Maybe he's just a traveller. Like, in a sort of, not in a gypsy sense of the word, like, like, shouts out Joe Boy, but like in a sort of, going on travels sort of thing. Like, you don't have to be a wild man. You don't have to make a fire. You don't have to be Ray Mears. You can just be going around, but like, wild camping must do. There is a feel of it, isn't there, about the wild camping thing, the camp, setting up camp and all this. There is a feel that you might expect a bit more of that wildsman, but maybe I'm being unfair to judge him to standards that, he doesn't. Why should he make a fire? You know, why shouldn't he just use a... Why shouldn't he eat a hamburger in the woods? Like...
Guys, it's been a proper intense day and I'm absolutely starving, so let's cook up some decent food. Got some nice burgers here. I'm actually going to cook 4, I think. I'm actually going to manage 4. They cook quite quickly on here, so I'm going to chuck another couple on, but look at the views, guys. I'm going to have to jumble them around a little bit, guys, because 4 big burgers doesn't quite fit. However, that's going to give us the protein we need to get up the blooming mountain. Let's do this, guys. That smells absolutely delicious. Okay, they're a little bit browner now, guys. Nice.
Like, protein doesn't necessarily help you get up the mountain. Carbohydrates are going to be the main fuel for that.
And tasty. I'm just going to get some rolls, put some ketchup in there, and yeah, let's go. Bit of ketchup in there.
I really get the feeling that he's not... I know he's camping and all this, but I really get the feeling if you went into a restaurant, he would ask for, like, you know, can you do it without the sauce, and I like it this way, and... Like, that he's got a bit of a finicky thing with food. Like,
before anyone complains, I always have my meat pretty much burnt, guys. So this is how I cook my meat for me. Nice and brown, nice and brown. So yeah, let's test this. Okay, we'll start with
like you do know that if you take processed food like that and overcook it and overheat it and burn it, then it's more carcinogenic, obviously. Yeah, so you intend to just have more of a chance of getting cancer from this.
Bad boy. Oh, blimey. That's a big piece of meat. 1.5 kg of beef we're eating tonight, guys. Okay, so the taste test. Let's do this. Oh, it's not cooked. It's not...
It's a bit red inside, despite having burned it to a crisp on the outside, because he hasn't put the lid on, so the bits of the burger that touch the pan are getting a lot of heat, and the bits of the burger that don't touch the pan are not getting a lot of heat. So the bit on the inside is not raised to the temperature to cook through thoroughly. Of course, it is a burger, so you can literally eat it rare, like that, right? So you can eat it raw, I think. I don't know if I'm right in saying this, maybe people disagree, but it's beef, isn't it? So theoretically, you could eat it raw, even, but you probably, you know, didn't want it that way. Of course, you're a wilds man, you're in the woods, so it's not the end of the world, is it? Like, it's not going to make you sick. Like, you just be like, put it back in for a bit, or just eat that one and eat the others. Like, and like, it does show that he's an absolute clown, because he's cooked burgers before. Like, so how has he fucked this up? That's his own dinner, he's not happy with it, and it could have easily been remedied just by putting a lid on the cooking. Like, so he's just an idiot, yeah, again. But I like his reaction.
Oh.
Like the way he stops chewing, like he's not going to finish that bite. If he doesn't eat that bite, I'll be like surprised, because it's not going to hurt you. It's food, and you're out there camping, and it's like, you know, all your proteins to get up the mountain. So what's he going to do? Is he going to spit it out? I understand if it was you know, serve this at a restaurant, you'd ask for it to be, you know, medium rare or well done or whatever, you know, cooked, and it come back raw. You wouldn't want to eat it, and you'd send it back, of course. But this is different. This is a camping situation, and it's just a minor problem with the cooking. So, like, well, it's not a minor problem. It's a massive fuck up that makes you a massive idiot. But, or has he done it deliberately so he can make a TikTok? I don't know. No, I don't think so.
It's not cooked. That's not even cooked properly. It's still red.
He did eat it, I think, did he?
Okay, I'm going to cut them all in half.
Did he eat it?
That's not even cooked properly. It's still red.
No, I think he spat it out. Like, he went, like, down there, didn't he? Like, he's not chewing it.
It's not even cooked properly.
And then he puts his head down. He's like holding the phone over there, and he gets his head down.
It's still red.
It's still red. There's nothing in his mouth now. He can speak clearly. I think he spat that out. And then we get
I'm going to cut them
an edit.
All in half. And then we can actually see, yeah, they're not...
That one's got the bun still on it. Look, the problem is they're all half out the pan, you fucking idiot. Like, you've overloaded the pan, and the majority of the burger is not in the pan. It's out in the air where it's cold because you're outside. So that's your problem. Like, it's just basic common sense, isn't it?
Quite done in the middle.
I need to stop watching this because it just annoys the fuck out of me.
I was being ambitious. I'm just going to cut them all in half, guys.
Cutting them in half won't make them cook particularly much quicker.
It's amazing how their saucepan's actually staying on.
The saucepan, it's amazing how the saucepan's staying on.
So the reason it's like that, the heat's up a little bit too high, guys. Round 2, let's go. I have definitely mashed up my burgers a little bit. Okay, you know what? We're just going to have our burgers like this because I am not risking eating any uncooked meat.
Really? Hang on. It's dangerous to eat raw or undercooked ground beef because it can contain bacteria. Fair play. So no. Is it okay to eat pink burger? I was pretty sure that you can have a burger to be like, you know, medium rare or whatever, can't you? Ground beef can be pink inside after it's safely cooked. So yeah, probably don't eat raw. Although to be fair, right, I know what they're saying, don't eat raw, but raw beef is absolutely fine, isn't it? Not ground beef, just straight up beef. I mean, fuck Liver King. I'm just asking, like, you don't eat raw pork because of food poisoning. You don't eat raw chicken. You can eat raw fish. I thought you could eat raw beef. It's dangerous, look, it says. E. coli. Yes and no. Beef is in most cases safe to eat raw as long as you sear the surface. Maybe it's that I'm thinking, yeah. Like, you know, searing a steak on the outside and then eating it rare, like basically raw. And I know people have burgers. Like, I used to work as a chef. People would order a burger rare and like you would cook it rare. So I'm thinking like you can obviously serve it, but not raw, I suppose, yeah. Proper cooking destroys potentially harmful pathogens. I suppose, yeah, you stick the thermometer in and check it's up to a certain temperature, don't you? Anyway, I wouldn't think it would be the worst thing in the world, like a bit of raw burger if you're out in the wild. Yeah, steak tartare. Yeah, well, steak tartare. There you go. So, of course you can. Yeah, I'm just like, I think ground beef, the problem obviously is like it's been through a process. So the minute you start putting metal knives through it, like with steak tartare, it will be prepared and served. So there won't be time for that bacteria to grow in it. But with something that's ground beef like that, then once it's ground, it's in the package. If it's not refrigerated, there will be time for the E. coli to grow within it, won't there? So maybe, yeah. But even so, like, this guy's a fucking idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just a finicky food person, and he wants every bit of pink cooked out of all that meat. And he's just basically boiling burgers in their own fat in the pan here. Like, cooking is quite an important survival skill.
Like that, it's not happening. Right, give it a few more minutes, guys. I should have just done steak or something. That's effectively what this has kind of turned into.
That's not a steak.
Kinda. That actually smells amazing. It literally smells so good. We're gonna have to try a bit. That bit's definitely cooked. It's all cooked, I think, now, guys.
It's just mashed up burger.
But yeah. There's so much fat in these burgers. Delicious.
Isn't beef carpaccio basically raw as well? Or am I tripping? Yeah, you said it in chat there. Look, beef carpaccio. Yeah, there you go. You think all mince needs to be done? Maybe I've got confused with the burgers because, like, you know, I'm thinking of all the beef products. I'm thinking of what you're talking about: carpaccio, blue steak, you know, steak tartare. All my experience comes from that. I haven't done loads and loads of rare burgers, to be honest. Like, I don't think I've ever worked in a restaurant where we served burgers and that I was responsible for them, at least. Like, I've done far more risottos than I've done burgers.
That's good. That's really nice. Okay.